Welcome to the step-by-step analysis part of the video. And in this part, I will really go through everything that you need to know, every detail, and there is a whole bunch in this one, way more than usual. So let's just get into it. So first of all, you're going to gather stacks by using your oops. You can see it here, but before the cooldown, when you spawn, use your number one as much as possible, okay? This will increase your skill per power modifier for the rest of the run. So just keep using number one when there is 2 seconds left or 1.5 seconds left on the timer here. Use your number 2, and then just jump, okay? So double jump, grapple, and before the grapple ends, very little tip that very few people know, if only a few. Shoot once, okay? This will give you a little boost of speed, boom, and throws you a bit further and closer to the boss, okay? So first tip. All right, here. So what's going to happen here is that you're going to throw one lens on the ground, okay? To trigger hyper focus, if you use a gun and get a critical hit rate for 15 seconds, what's going to happen is that your skill critical damage is going to get increased by 42%, okay? This is very, very important for the rest of the run. All right. Then, after throwing your critical lens, I'm sorry, there is so much things to get into. I'm going to pause a lot, okay? You're going to use your number 4 immediately, okay? Then your number 3 immediately after number 4. Then you're going to use 2 more critical lens, okay? Watch how I am doing, alright? So I shoot the ground, then I shoot the lens right away to make sure to, every time you throw a lens, if you shoot it, it's going to make the radius way bigger. So just, okay, watch this again closely, boom. I go slightly up, okay, to set them up correctly. If they're set up incorrectly, they're going to turn red, and this means you messed up a little bit. Anyways, now that I have 3 lancers going, I am very, very sure to trigger hyperfocus, okay? That's the whole plan. So lancers depends on your fire rate, and my fire rate is insane on my lens, okay? So 3 lancers at the same time trying to get a crit, they're going to get the crit before my ability does. So I'm going to get that 42% on hyperfocus all the time. As you can see, good damage for 14.6 damage, okay? Thanks to hyperfocus. Okay, now very simple, okay? Number 4, number 3. I even squeeze in a little number 1 at some point. Right, number 4, number 3, and number 1 as well. Number 1, many YouTubers, like Serena, for example, will probably told you that number 1 is useless, and you shouldn't use it. Wrong. Use the number 1 every time number 3 or number 4 are not available, and you don't have something else to do. This is extra damage. There is no reason not to use it if you have the correct build and the MP4, which I'm going to get into now. So if you watch closely, here you will see my MP go up, down, up, down, up. Oh, down, up, more like down, up. Okay. So the way this works, very simple, okay? So if it's hard to see, all right. So every time your MP goes below 50%, if you get hit, you get MP back thanks to your component, the hunter set, okay? So just get hit, get MP back. Just watch closely, okay? So my bar is at 50%. Boom. Actually, I got it from the reinforcement here. Okay, let's just watch one more legit one again. So this one here. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, there we go. So so I'm already going myself into the lava, alright? And boom, I shoot my number 3. I'm at less than 50%. Boom! 25% approximately MP back for free, okay? This is what you get. Just watch again. I keep spamming my MP. I use number 1, number 3, number 4. Doesn't matter, okay? That's really what's cool about it. It doesn't matter what you use, all right? Because you're going to get it back thanks to the hunter set, which is why don't listen to some content creators and use the number 1, okay? That's the way to go. Not often, all right? You have to be careful, especially after that part where you can... Okay, I don't have much health left at that point in the run, but that's okay. I have a fell MP bar, got very lucky. So there, I couldn't get hit, so I have to make sure, all right? another thing, everyone and their dad thinks that you have to shoot those pillars with your number 3, okay? But guess what? Sorry. Viessa is very powerful. Her number 2 is actually better than you think, okay? So activate your number 2, okay? Get near the pillars, run near them, and they're going to get affected by a number 2 effect, okay? So it's basically a trail of ice, and what happens is that every time something gets hit by that ice trail, it's going to get ticks of damage, all right? And these are really freaking high. That pillar is already gone by now, so you don't need to shoot them. You don't need to spend your attacks on them, but you much rather throw it to the boss, okay? Here, I really wanted to get it done fast, so I throw number 1 as well on that pillar, okay? Anyways, this helps you very much to know that the trail will do the work on the pillars to focus on the boss. And as you can see, you can see it here because it's blocking the way. But I am making sure to shoot number 4, number 3 as fast as possible, okay? I'm not wasting time, boom. So I get the pillar, and boom, number 3, number 4 again, okay? Very important. This is a speed run, you are not going to spend time and waste time on pillar, okay? Just go near them, make sure to activate your number 2, which, so number 2 lasts around 30 seconds, so I always activate it near that point, okay? So after the 30 seconds mark, which is around here, I activate my number 2 for the second time, okay? So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to know, I would say, which I think is quite a lot what I went to here. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I mean, that part is a little bit more technical, and there's me talking a lot, giving you details. So I don't know if it's enjoyable, but hopefully you learned something from this part. So see you next time. Play Viessa, like and subscribe for more of this. This one took me 2 days, so hopefully you guys think it's worth it, and put a like there and make sure to spread it everywhere. And as I like to say, always try harder. See ya. Okay, so the build, I will go over really quickly over the build, then the components and everything else you need to know, because everything is very important, okay? But the step-by-step analysis is going to be what I prioritize in this video and what I spend the most time on, so make sure to check that out. Will be near the end of the video, okay? Okay, so Barbarian, first of all, just because you want a good power increase, okay, it's that simple. Barbarian gives you 15% power increase all the time as a secondary effect, but you don't need to do anything to get, okay? Then absolute 0, simply because it helps you raise your critical hit rate to pretty much 100% without too much effort or too much mods. Okay, then here there's 2 different ways to go about it. So most players who are wrong, and they think that you have to go with front lights and emergency measures, okay? But maximize duration is the way to go easily, okay? If you do good games with both, which I can do consistently, so I could see the difference, you will get 5 seconds more with this pretty much, okay? That's how much you can get, 5 seconds extra on the end time if you play this right. Yeah, so other than that, focus on chill, focus on singular, so maximizing the cooldown, okay, with nimble finger, MP conversion, both singular mods, which give you a map, but you will see at the end. Skill inside, skill concentration, hyper focus, okay, and as I mentioned, front lines to get 95% crit rate or so. Around 95% crit rate. Well, that's it for the build, as I said quickly. Here, Colossus and cooldown, okay. You want to have a max cooldown all the time, alright? You don't want to have any less. For the Hunter auxiliary power, okay. So the way this works, really quickly, you will see during the step-by-step analysis, but every time you are less than 50% HP, get hit, then you get MP back. Very simple, okay? These are my rolls. I made sure to max out the rolls, okay? I made sure to have as much as possible because you actually need that extra little bit of heal. Even 1% here matters, so make sure your defense rolls and HP rolls are really on top, okay? Very important for this one because you barely have enough, so this makes a difference. For the Arche tuning, I went with the version where you don't give a F about critical hit rate to really just be like, well, you know what? Like some people just go with critical hit rate, critical hit damage, whatever, just to make sure that they quit. But if you get a lucky run, you get a lucky run. So I went with a skill cost to make sure I have enough MP to consistently finish my games and get that lucky run more often, because I finish games more often, okay? And then the usual, Colossus damage, critical hit damage, raw skill power, and Arche concentration. So what it does is very simple. Every time you inflict a debuff, you get more skill critical hit damage, okay? So just keep shooting a gun, keep playing the way you play with Viessa, don't care really how to get that, you will get that anyways, okay? Alright, now the inversion reinforcement. So chill focus rounds, okay? I think, I'm not sure this converts into my skill ATK, but I'm not sure at all, okay? So don't take me on that. I'm not a math guy. As some of you know, I'm a practice guy. I learn things by practicing and making sure they actually work in game. So, MP. So you will get extra MP from this. So it's just MP recovery every 30 seconds pretty much. If you're lucky, you get a whole bunch. If you're unlucky, you get not a whole bunch. Maybe even not enough. And extra duration. Extra duration, I think, helps me get one more tick with my ult, but I could be wrong on that. Okay, now for the gun. I went with the King's Guard lens, okay? I made sure that my gun looked good, first of all. It's kind of shiny. Anyways, so fire rate times 2, not very important, but actually might just be important. So okay, double fire rate, so just a very, very good King's Guard lens build with a decent amount of ATK. Okay, the idea is to throw down 3 lenses on the ground to make sure they hit a whole bunch, and you always get hyper focus going on with your King's Guard lens. Okay, that's solely focus on this, and make sure to shoot the boss every 10 seconds once at least to lower his his critical hit resistance for 10 seconds. Okay, so every 10 seconds shoot the boss, and you will get more damage with your ult, because he's a less he will take more crits from your skills, okay? So very important. And yeah, that's it pretty much. And yeah, that's it for the gun, that's it for everything. Oh yeah, for the fellow, I went with the dude that gives me extra MP. That's what I went with, okay? So double MP, so MP here, MP on invasion reinforcement, okay? As we see, that works really well for consistent runs. Anyways, let's go to the step-by-step analysis. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more, hopefully more world records, but we never know. It's very hard to get them, but yeah, as I say, these two to me are cheaters. I will show you why really quick. It is in my opinion. So this guy, he has not even a fully upgraded gun here. His build here has like maximized power, which makes your cooldown stupid. I don't know. I don't think this guy is legit. But anyways, I could be wrong, but it just doesn't seem legit at all to me. So yeah, see you next one.